Hello, this is the final screencast and reflection for my multimedia montage project in my online web-based multimedia design course. This is my finished product. It's a Wix website for the visually literate unit that I created for an 8th grade literacy class. So it changed a lot over the course of the semester. Its original purpose and goal was to transfer participatory skills into academic skills, helping students to move from being a consumer to a producer by understanding multimedia. And I touch upon this on the homepage, and I talk about why it matters to be literate, since students are already exposed to so much multimedia and technology. They should develop skills to be able to interpret, analyze, and evaluate the images and videos that they see, and to not just even consume that information, but to also become a producer. And so I explained this all on my homepage, and it is text heavy. I did receive feedback that I might want to make it not as text heavy, but I really couldn't take it out, just because of the academic in me. I wanted to keep it there, but it's fine because the homepage is not really the focus of my site. I changed my homepage banner based on what I learned about typography and just communicating ideas fluidly through the font and colors and images that go together. So I hope it works the way I changed the font for each concept, and to kind of work with the color schemes. So anyway, leaving the homepage, but I do want to mention that this whole project was inspired by two articles that I read at the beginning of this course. A Walker article called Skills and Strategies for E-Learning in a Participatory Culture, and Pedersen article called Visual Literacy and Message Design. Those two articles really drove the purpose and goal of my project, and I think it went really well. So the About Us page didn't change very much because this is going to be created and expanded upon by actual students, and I'm not a teacher yet, so it's still empty. And really, this whole project was to help students to view the role of technology as giving them power to communicate. Through this unit, I do want students to understand that yes, they are consumers of videos and images that they see all the time, but that anyone can make videos, websites, write articles and blogs, and share information on the internet, and just use multimedia as a way to communicate. And I want students to be able to understand that they can communicate as well. So this is a rundown of some of the lessons that make up this unit. It starts with a survey. It goes straight into a Google form that helps me to gauge students' experience with visual and digital literacies, and just with technology in general. And then the next lesson, which is very important, is about being digital citizens. And we talk about what it means to be a good digital citizen, and we'll create a pledge. And we can check that out when we click the button. And then introducing visual literacy is the next lesson. It's a PowerPoint and a discussion in class where we focus on these three questions of who's the target audience, what is it selling, and what is its overall message when looking at images that we see all the time, advertisements. So that touches upon my first objective. When I first proposed this project, my objective was to analyze forms of propaganda, but I changed it to analyze ads and everyday images because I realized that propaganda is very specific. So I just wanted to start off with something broad, everyday images, advertisements, and to analyze it for information. And we continue analyzing it, looking through an image gallery with advertisements that we analyze and discuss in class to develop visual literacy. And that touches upon my second objective, evaluating message design. Um, and just looking at how the way that images are composed and the focus audience that they're sending this image to really informs what we as consumers take from it. The next lesson is for learning about graphic design principles, the basics of the principles that go into creating an image. And this link doesn't take you exactly to the, the, the information. You would have to click on the image. But basically students work in class, worked in a jigsaw to, well, I'll get to that actually. This button actually leads you to the Artist Toolkit site, something that, it's a resource from the course that I took this semester. And the campaign gallery continues to analyze, but looking at it, images as a group in campaigns. I'll touch upon that more. And then it goes into propaganda, a very specialized look at the techniques that people use. And then just continue to think about techniques. We look at videos, looking at video reels and discussing in class about persuasive techniques that are used to make the audience feel and think in a certain way. And at the very bottom, I include all the standards that my lessons connect to. And there's many more, but I just put in some of the big ones. Okay, so we can take a closer look at the lessons. This is the PowerPoint introducing the concept of visual literacy in class, where we hone in on 3 questions. And in class, we even get to look at advertisements and talk about it in class. And oh, and here, thinking about tangible and abstract products that advertisements sell. Okay, but feel free to look through this on your own. The image gallery is when we're discussing and analyzing images and thinking about those 3 questions and how the people who made these advertisements are trying to send a specific message to us and communicate a certain message. And so graphic design principles, this page is very empty because, as I said before, students will be working on this jigsaw activity in class and then inputting their what they find into this site and talking about how the principle affects visual communication. And these are 2 resources that I got from my course that students will be looking at. I thought it was very straightforward and easy to understand. So, oh, and also the reason why I thought it was important to talk about graphic design was from the projects that I did in my mini art school in my blog. They actually really inspired me of the importance of looking at graphic design principles, looking at the rules of graphic design and seeing how they contribute to the overall message. So that's something that I want the students to be able to understand as well. And I also included a comment box at the bottom. I thought that my site could use some more interactivity. So it's not just me putting information out there, but that they can also comment on it and give me their feedback as well outside of the discussion forum. And so the campaign gallery takes it a step further, looking at images in groups and how they, having groups of images offers a different tactic of persuading an audience. So I have quite a group of campaigns that we look at and talk about and discuss in class. Propaganda is another in-class activity where students can go through these links to look at examples and techniques of propaganda and how videos and images can be used to persuade an audience. And again, there's a comment box to promote interactivity. And getting to the last 2, oh, excuse me. Here's my being digital citizens. I think this is very important for students to understand that a digital citizen is a member of the worldwide community through the internet, which is all of them. They're all digital citizens. So really I want to promote how to be good digital citizens before we ever embark on this project, this unit. This is our little pledge that we can edit, expand upon in class, and there are two videos, two resources that I got from my Thinkfinity group. It's actually called Digital Citizenship. It's actually very helpful. It's from Common Sense Media, and through their site I was able to find lots of resources on digital citizenship, and I do recommend it. So these are two videos that are perfect for middle schoolers to watch and to think about what it means to be safe online. And lastly, in my videos, or in my lessons, is the video reel. And here are videos for class discussion and inspiration for a project that they'll be doing later. So these are some model examples of how to create videos to convey a specific message for your target audience. And this last video, the science of persuasion, is actually quite dense. I think it's a little bit advanced for showing to middle schoolers, but I really recommend it for the teachers to look at. So all of these are videos that we can access on the site and watch and talk about that I thought were very pertinent to my purpose and goal. Now we get to the project. This links directly to my last two objectives when I proposed this project, which was to write a persuasive piece around a current issue. That's the written part of the project, and I actually changed it to informative writing. I realized that writing a persuasive piece is a little bit outdated, especially with the new Common Core standards. So I changed it to informative writing, and I think that's better because this way students can research and bring important information about their issue so that they have enough background knowledge, and then after they have the background knowledge, then they can really decide upon what message they want to send to their target audience. And once they decide on their message, they'll be able to create some promotion for that issue. And that's my last objective, the fourth one, to create informational promotion for that issue. They'll use what they know about message design and graphic design principles and how images and videos can be used to communicate specific messages to be able to create their own message through multimedia. And again, touching upon my overall purpose and goal for them to become producers, to see multimedia as effective communication. And this link would take you to the finished products at the end of this project. Obviously, I don't have any finished products since I do not teach this course. And then I have some more resources to help students when they're looking for important issues to research. These are all links that can take you to more research, just like as a jumpstart for students. Project creation also gives some suggestions for creating either a Facebook page, a Twitter feed, YouTube account, Instagram account, or Vine account. None of these are real. It's actually going to be just a pseudo Facebook, Twitter account. All of these are going to be not real, but will be uploaded on the site just to protect their privacy and also for age limitations too. I'm keeping everything on the Wix site. And here's another resource for inspiration. And so the finished product would go straight here. At the end, students will be able to get control of their own page on the site and to create or put out their written pieces and their the videos or the Facebook pages that they've created to share with everyone. And the last part of my site is a discussion forum where I would encourage students throughout the unit to talk about visual literacy, how their vision has become clear, since that is the focus of this whole site and unit, about becoming visually literate and taking on a different lens on multimedia as a way to communicate information. So all of this was fueled by the work that I've done through my blog, thinking about typography, through my Thinkfinity groups, and from the readings that I studied in my course.